UFC Fight Night this weekend is going to kick off on Sunday morning. If you're here in Australia, we've got Curtis Blaydes taking on Alexander Volkov in the heavyweight division. And that's going to be a great main event, to be honest. We've got the main card and the prelims just before it. So I'm going to give my predictions for all the prelims, and then we're going to move on to the main card. Kicking off the prelims, we've got Austin Hubbard, and he's going to be fighting Max Roskopf. Max is 5-0 in his pro MMA career. I've tipped him for that one. We've got the next fight, Roxanne Modafferi versus Lauren Murphy. Roxanne looked really good in her last fight against Macy Barber. I know Macy, she got injured earlier on into the fight, but Modafferi did exactly what she needed to do. She's very comfortable on the ground, and she took the fight down as many times as she could and got the job done at the end of the day. So I've actually tipped Roxanne for that one. Frank Camacho versus Justin Lanes. I've tipped Frank for that one. Courtney Casey versus Jillian Robertson. I've tipped Jillian for that one. Marc-Andre Barriault versus Oscar Piachota. I've picked Oscar for that one. Brianna Van Buren versus Tisha Torres. I've tipped Brianna. And then the last fight before we move on to the main card, we've got Clay Guida versus Bobby Green. I love watching Clay's fights. I've watched him for a long, long time in the UFC, but I've tipped Bobby Green with this one. I think Clay, he always brings it. Every single fight, age does nothing to Clay. He always brings the excitement. And but I have tipped Bobby Green to get the job done in this one. I think it's going to go decision, and I think it'll be a unanimous decision win for Green on that one. Kicking off the main card, we've got Roosevelt Roberts versus Jim Miller. I've tipped Roberts for this one. Jim Miller is a veteran of the sport. He's got 46 fights under his belt, but he does go into this one as the underdog. There's 10-year age difference between them as well. I know age doesn't mean anything, but I just think Roberts coming in here is, he's only 26. He's young. He's got a good record, 10-1. I just think he gets the job done. Both of them, though, I'm guessing the fight's going to end up on the ground some way. I know that only, I think, 4 of Miller's 31 wins have come from knockout. So a majority of them are, submission wins, got some decisions in there as well. So he's going to be looking to get it to the ground. Same with Roberts as well. He's a submission artist. That's what he specializes in. So I'm going to be guessing this is going to be, a ground fight for sure. Next, we've got Bilal Muhammad versus Lyman Good. Bilal is a more superior wrestler, and I think that indicates why he's going into this fight as the favorite. But I do think that good strength and his takedown defense is going to cause Muhammad quite a few issues throughout the fight. And I've actually tipped Lyman Good for this one, and he's going into this as the underdog. So I'm backing the underdog there. The next fight, we've got Raquel Pennington versus Marion Reneau. Now, Raquel's only won 1 fight in her last 4, and that was a close split decision win as well. So she's not on the best run of form, and she's going to be looking to avenge. Obviously, she lost against Holly Holm back in February. She's going to want to come in here and start a good run of form. But on the other hand, we've got Marion Reneau, who she hasn't fought in 15 months, and she's coming off back-to-back losses. So I do think Raquel Pennington's going to get the win here, but they're both in the same situation where they're going to want to be avenging those losses and creating a good run of form, as I said. So it's going to be quite close, but I think Raquel's going to have the win. She's going to get the win, and it's going to be a unanimous decision win for that one. Josh Emmett versus Shane Burgos for the co-main event of the night. This is going to be a great fight. It's an exciting fight for the featherweight division. I've backed Josh Emmett to get the win here. Really dangerous fighters. They're dangerous for anyone to come up against. Shane Burgos has only lost once in his career against Calvin Kattar. He's 13-1. Josh Emmett, he's only lost twice in his career. I'm going to go a bit of an unpopular opinion pick in this one, and I'm going to pick Josh Emmett to get the KO win. 3 of his last 4 fights have come from way of knockout from Josh Emmett. And I think he's going to get the win there, but I'm going to pick a KO just to make it exciting. The main event of the night, we've got Curtis Blaydes versus Alexander Volkov. I've picked Curtis Blaydes to get the win here. I think when this fight got announced first, I was thinking, okay, let's draw it back a few fights. Curtis Blaydes has shown massive improvement in his stand-up throughout those fights. And, could we see a little bit more of a stand-up fight here? But he shut down that whole thought process earlier today, and he said it's going to be a complete ground game demolition. He says he wants to ragdoll Alexander Volkov, so that's pretty much decided there. I think Curtis Blaydes is going to get the win, and as he said, I think he's going to ragdoll Alex Volkov. Not that I don't think Volkov has got a chance, but I think Curtis Blaydes is that good of a wrestler. He's going to take down Alexander within the first minute of the fight. And he's going to try and ground and pound throughout the whole 5 rounds. But I do think it's going to go the distance. I think this fight's going to be, very one-sided, but I do think it's going to go the full 5 rounds. So Alexander Volkov is going to want the fight to stay on the feet, but to defend against Curtis Blaydes' takedown, it's going to be a massive mission. And yeah, I've scored Curtis Blaydes to close out the show and get the win there.